Let's have a look at the Nest programmable thermostat. Here it is in the flesh, sitting where a lot of people will end up putting it, which is on the wall. Now when you approach it, as you can see, it lights up. It normally stays black. This, although it's on the wall, isn't rigged in any posh way. Basically, on the back of here is a micro USB charging plug, and that goes into an electrical socket which is inside this cupboard behind here. You can see the current temperature, and just to adjust it you just move the dial up or down and you can see what effect that has. See, if I turn it up, then it needs to heat up. If I heat it up more, this is how long it's going to take to get to that temperature. So it's flashed up there how long it will take. So it's going to say, look, in 25 minutes I'll reach that temperature based on the atmosphere and how things are at the moment. Otherwise, if I don't touch it until 4 o'clock, it's going to stay at that temperature, which is pretty good. Now you can push it in and you can get into more controls. There's the humidity. That's the outside temperature, 11.5 today. And inside it's 16.5 in here at the moment. You turn the outer circle around, you can see where I live. You can see the settings, the date and the time. You can see my schedule that I've put in. At 4 o'clock I want you to go up to 19.5 degrees. You can see how much energy I'm saving. I can push that in and it shows how much heat I used yesterday. And then you can go through various other settings here. Oh, here we go. On Friday I had it on for 4 hours. On Thursday it was only on for an hour and 3/4, which was really good because we weren't in the house a lot that day. So it just shows how much heating that's saved. 4.5 hours we were in a lot on Tuesday, but on Wednesday not so much. So it's adjusted the heating and it's adjusted our heating bills as well, which is good. So we come out of that. See, it says here, auto away cause your energy usage to be below the weekly average. So that's great. So it was the auto away decided nobody's in. I'm not going to bother heating up an empty house, which is great news. And you can see each day there's a little little note about why. See, it says here, I'm missing some info there. Weather caused the energy usage above the weekly average. Because it was cold that day, it increased the amount of heating that was needed for the house. So you can go through these various options here and you can see, oh crikey, there's the temperature again. So here we go. If we go this way, you can, the thermostat is set to on. You can turn it off if you wish. I'm going to turn it back on. And then we've also got here, that's the energy saving. There's the schedule. So here's my schedule. Now, as anybody will know, even though this is a great interface and even though it's really easy to kind of set this up through this system, setting it up on your phone is very easy because it's all linked in over the Internet of Things. And you can change settings. If I click change, and I can maybe adjust that at a different time there, and then I just click it once and then I can adjust the temperature up and down. Very easy to do, very good. And I can go through all the settings. You can see that I've got my settings for every single day here. And that sent me back to the main menu. And we've also got the settings here which describe, you can lock it so nobody can fiddle with it. You can set the away temperature, so this is how warm I want my house when it's empty. So I don't want it to go less than 9 degrees because it'll be frozen and the pipes will be frozen. There's Nest Sense, which is all the various sensors in here. So the auto away setting, the auto schedule setting, the time to temperature, that's how long it takes for the house to warm up to the temperature that you've set. Sunblock, which I believe is, there you go. Should the Nest use a sunblock when the sun is shining on the Nest, which is good, and the leaf, which shows you how efficient you're being. And what else have we got here? The brightness of the screen, screen on when you approach, which you've already just seen in action. The click sound, which is, you might be able to hear that. Whether you want Fahrenheit or centigrade, I've got centigrade or Celsius here. This is where it's positioned. There's loads of different places. You can have it in the cellar, study. It just helps the thermostat to know what sort of atmosphere it should expect. This is my Wi-Fi network. This is my Nest account. This is where I'm based. This is the technical information and how warm it is. the current temperature, the target temperature, so you can see actually it's warmer than I want it to be at the moment. The humidity, the activity, how charged the battery is inside, because there's a battery in here. The network, how strong the network is, the IP address, good grief, everything you could ever want from there. Legal information, reset, and that's about it. So that's the interface itself, and as you can see, it protrudes a little from the wall. But it's a beautiful looking thing, I must admit. It does make your house look very modern. Meanwhile, here I've got my iPad. Now this could be your Android phone, your iPhone, your iPad, could be anywhere. You don't have to be in your house. You can be anywhere in the world, and you can adjust your temperature. So if I put that up to 19 now, and then just check the thermostat, and that is now showing 19 as well. So you can see how it's adjusted that immediately. So I'm going to set that back to a better temperature now. What we've also got here on the side is our energy history, so you can see a bit better. That energy report I mentioned in the review is in here, and you can see it there a little bit on the interface, but this is a better, easier to read interface, which you can obviously use when you're sat down, nice and relaxed. You can see here on Wednesday how much the heating was on and off. Let's just see if we can get a bit closer to that. Okay, I'll get screenshots of this on the review, of course. But you can see the temperature changes on Wednesday, and you can see that little picture of a man running out. That's the auto away. That's when it turned off the heating when we went out. And that Tuesday, when, Thursday there, look, didn't come on a great deal at all. Thursday, and you could just see how much energy and how much gas you've used. Basically, it was on for 3 hours. I know I've used 3 hours of gas or oil or however your house is powered. I've got my schedule here, which again I can alter. You can see it's fairly basic here. At about 7 in the morning, I set it to 16.5, and then again at 11. I haven't set this though. This is been adjusted a little bit by the auto schedule, and you can see at 11 o'clock at night it drops down to 17, but at 5:15 it goes to about 20, which is great. This has all been adjusted and changed depending on our adjustments of the thermostat, should I say, in the first week. So you've got your schedule, you've got energy history, you've got your thermostat settings, so we can have a look at all those temperature units and other bits as well, and where it's based. We can have a look at the heat here. We can turn the heating on or off on the top right. We can see where it's located. You can receive email updates and various other bits like that. So you can see the outside temperature has now gone up to 12, and I can see how warm it is in the house. So that's a quick overview of the Nest and the interface and the mobile app that goes with it. You can also log in on any laptop or PC onto their website without an app and control it that way too.